not moving forward?
They can if they get education and they're willing to go through the pain and the fear of making changes. For all they know, if they make a change in how they help their son or daughter, it may be worse than it was before. Now they're worse off because they can't go back to the way it was. So it's kind of an unreasonable risk to ask people to make changes, certain kind of changes. And those changes we could call growth changes. We could call them emotional intelligence changes. We could call them trying new behaviors and new actions. But in the movie Groundhog Day, that's a really good example of Bill Murray's movie, where the person who is the key person in the hero, he wakes up every morning and it's the same day over and over. And he keeps he tries different things, but the things he's doing are all things to benefit himself. Mm-hmm. So as you watch this movie play out, all of a sudden, a woman comes into his life and he feels something for her. And so he has this epiphany. He wakes up in the morning. Now, instead of splashing mud on someone or letting them step into a pool, he saves them. And instead of not listening and walking by, he listens to them. And of course, in the Hollywood way, he does much more than it makes sense to do in a short amount of time. But basically, he's gotten out of himself and he's helping others. And that's the magic thing that changes. Now he can move on from Groundhog Day in his life. And it's a wonderful metaphor for recovery because we're asking people to make spiritual changes. We're asking them to make emotional changes. We could call it growth, emotional growth, spiritual growth. And that's painful and scary. And all of us need to do it at certain times, and it's normal for us to resist it.
Right. Yeah, it's as they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, right?
Yes, that's very much our human nature. Hard to go against human nature.